Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. In the last episode, we fought through Davik's base after getting an awesome back massage, and maybe a little more, and we got to the Ebon Hawk. We found Davik and Calo Nord there already, and they weren't too happy about us leaving the waiting chambers, despite the fact that the entire complex was being destroyed around us. We'll talk a little more about that in a bit. In any case, we got to Ebon Hawk after defeating both of them in combat, also thanks to a large section of the ceiling falling on top of them. We then got off the planet as Darth Malak began the extermination of everything on its surface. We fought off some enemy fighters that tried to intercept us and made it into hyperspace, at which point we took off towards Dantooine, and now we are here. Bastila has talked to the Jedi Council, and the Council wished to talk to us. Karth is very curious about this, and he and Bastila have gone to see the Council, and so we will be off to see them as well. In fact, we cannot form a party until after we do this. So I think before we talk to the hut that we just noticed is over there, and anyone else in this area, let's go ahead and say hello to the members of the Council. And maybe we'll talk to Desra. Desra here as well. Hello.
Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tonking ba nunodek. Ka chi kun ita hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulera chi kun.
Oh, I came here with Bastila.
Tong abog sha umninang. Wanga kun bez king balemuraya. Johnny yon tunjiji idadwana. Kavavol pa mulje kumana.
So this is probably not quite as accurate as I would like it to be. The battle with Brezhik wasn't going so well for us, so we'll say that we worked together. She didn't save me. We worked together to escape Taris.
Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tonking ba nunodek. Achuta. Wonga kun bis dulpi kikoyana. Dong patugas makdelia.
Oh, thank you, Desra, for greeting us. Oh, Jedi just walking up and down the hallway. I guess there's not much to do. He's probably practicing his ability not to care about too many things, to let his emotions get control of him by just walking down a place that can't possibly trigger any emotions.
If you are seeking information, perhaps the Jedi Council will help. I'm afraid I cannot.
Yep, he's too busy with his hallway meditations. Hello, Belaya.
You there, Padawan. Why are you not wearing the customary robes of the Jedi? Do you mock the honored traditions of our order?
I believe you are mistaken. I am not a Padawan. I am Jun Logic. I came here with Bastila.
Bastila? I have heard of her. They say she has already mastered the art of battle meditation. Remarkable in one so young. Though I've heard she has a foolish pride in her own talents. But as for you, you claim you are not a Padawan? I find this hard to believe. The Force is strong within you. I can feel its presence. If this is some type of jest, it is in very poor taste. The Jedi Order is not a subject for jokes.
Interesting. So we're giving off quite a vibe, I suppose. We won't be mean to her, although she's being very fresh with us. I'm telling you the truth.
Please forgive the abruptness with which I first greeted you. It was harsh and perhaps unfair. My master often warns me that I must learn to control my emotions. I see I have much left to learn. I wish you a pleasant stay here on Dantooine. May the Force be with you.
And with you as well. No harm, no foul. So I think, yep, we go down this passage. We'll have plenty of time, I think, to explore the entirety of the Enclave during our time here. I think we can play some Pazak. We'll probably play at least one game on screen. Hello, Karth.
They're waiting for you inside. They're waiting for you inside.
I just want to hear you say it twice. It means I know you care.
Ah, so you are the one who rescued Bastila. It is appropriate you are here. We have been discussing your rather special case. I am Jar, a member of the Jedi Council. With me are Master Vrook, Master Vandar, and of course the chronicler of our academy, Master Dorak. Padawan Bastila, I am sure you are already familiar with.
Isn't the Jedi Council on Coruscant?
Yes, the High Council of the Jedi Order is on Coruscant, but we are the council in charge of the training facility here on Dantooine.
Oh, well, I've got some questions for all of you.
Indeed, I am sure that you do. I assure you that we will have answers for you.
So, I've heard I'm a special case. Why is this?
Bastila tells us you are strong in the Force. We are considering you for Jedi training.
Strong in the Force.
Master Jar speaks out of turn, perhaps. We need indisputable proof of your strong affinity to the Force before we would even consider accepting you for training.
Proof? Surely the entire council can feel the strength of the Force within this man, and I've already related to you the events that took place on Taris.
Perhaps it was simple luck.
We both know there is no luck. There is only the Force. We all feel the power in Bastila's companion, though it is wild and untamed. Now that this power has begun to manifest itself, can we safely ignore it?
The Jedi training is long and difficult, even when working with a young and open mind. Teaching a child is hard. How much harder will it be for an adult to learn the ways of the Jedi?
I think we have to pass a persuasion check whenever we decide to lie. So, this isn't really a lie, because I'll follow the ways of the light, but I also want to follow the ways of the darkness so that I can possibly be able to use special abilities without incurring any penalty nor bonus to their costs. We'll try this. Of course, great Jedi. I will learn your ways and follow the light.
Traditionally, the Jedi do not accept adults for training, though there are rare exceptions in the history of our order. But you are a special case.
I agree with Master Dorak. Many of our own pupils are leaving the Jedi Order to follow the Sith teachings. We need recruits to stand against Malak. With Revan dead...
Are you certain Revan is truly dead? What if we undertake to train this one and the Dark Lord should return?
We should discuss this matter more fully in private. Bastila, you and your companion must go. This is a matter for the Council alone.
As you wish, Master Vandar. We shall return to the Ebon Hawk and leave you to your deliberations.
Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. In the last episode, we fought through Davik's base after getting an awesome back massage, and maybe a little more, and we got to the Ebon Hawk. We found Davik and Calo Nord there already, and they weren't too happy about us leaving the waiting chambers, despite the fact that the entire complex was being destroyed around us. We'll talk a little more about that in a bit. In any case, we got to Ebon Hawk after defeating both of them in combat, also thanks to a large section of the ceiling falling on top of them. We then got off the planet as Darth Malak began the extermination of everything on its surface. We fought off some enemy fighters that tried to intercept us and made it into hyperspace, at which point we took off towards Dantooine, and now we are here. Bastila has talked to the Jedi Council, and the Council wished to talk to us. Karth is very curious about this, and he and Bastila have gone to see the Council. And so, we will be off to see them as well. In fact, we cannot form a party until after we do this. So, I think before we talk to the hut that we just noticed is over there, and anyone else in this area, let's go ahead and say hello to the members of the Council. And maybe we'll talk to Desra. Desra? Desra here as well. Hello.
Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tonking ba nunotek. Ka chi kun ita hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulera chi kun.
Oh, I came here with Bastila.
Tong abog sha umninang. Wanga kun bez king balemuraya. Johnny yon tunjiji idatwana. Kavavol pa mulje kumana.
No. So this is probably not quite as accurate as I would like it to be. the battle with Brejik wasn't going so well for us, so we'll say that we worked together. She didn't save me. We worked together to escape Taris.
Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tonking ba nunotek. Achuta. Wonga kun bis dulpi kikoyana. Dong patugas makdelia.
Oh, thank you, Desra, for greeting us. Oh, Jedi just walking up and down the hallway. I guess there's not much to do. He's probably practicing his ability not to care about too many things, to let his emotions get control of him by just walking down a place that can't possibly trigger any emotions.
If you are seeking information, perhaps the Jedi Council will help. I'm afraid I cannot.
Yep, he's too busy with his hallway meditations. Hello, Belaya.
You there, Padawan. Why are you not wearing the customary robes of the Jedi? Do you mock the honor traditions of our order?
I believe you are mistaken. I am not a Padawan. I'm Jun Logic. I came here with Bastila.
Bastila? I have heard of her. They say she has already mastered the art of battle meditation. Remarkable in one so young. Though I've heard she has a foolish pride in her own talents. But as for you, you claim you are not a Padawan? I find this hard to believe. The Force is strong within you. I can feel its presence. If this is some type of jest, it is in very poor taste. The Jedi Order is not a subject for jokes.
Interesting. So we're giving off quite a vibe, I suppose. But we won't be mean to her, although she's being very fresh with us. I'm telling you the truth.
Please forgive the abruptness with which I first greeted you. It was harsh and perhaps unfair. My master often warns me that I must learn to control my emotions. I see I have much left to learn. I wish you a pleasant stay here on Dantooine. May the Force be with you.
And with you as well. No harm, no foul. So I think, yep, we go down this passage. We'll have plenty of time, I think, to explore the entirety of the Enclave during our time here. I think we can play some Pazak. We'll probably play at least one game on screen. Hello, Karth.
They're waiting for you inside. They're waiting for you inside.
I just want to hear you say it twice. It means I know you care.
Ah, so you are the one who rescued Bastila. It is appropriate you are here. We have been discussing your rather special case. I am Jar, a member of the Jedi Council. With me are Master Vrook, Master Vandar, and of course the chronicler of our academy, Master Dorak. Padawan Bastila, I am sure you are already familiar with.
Isn't the Jedi Council on Coruscant?
Yes, the High Council of the Jedi Order is on Coruscant. But we are the council in charge of the training facility here on Dantooine.
Oh, well, I've got some questions for all of you.
Indeed. I am sure that you do. I assure you that we will have answers for you.
So, I've heard I'm a special case. Why is this?
Bastila tells us you are strong in the Force. We are considering you for Jedi training.
Strong in the Force.
Master Jar speaks out of turn, perhaps. We need indisputable proof of your strong affinity to the Force before we would even consider accepting you for training.
Proof? Surely the entire Council can feel the strength of the Force within this man, and I've already related to you the events that took place on Taris.
Perhaps it was simple luck.
We both know there is no luck. There is only the Force. We all feel the power in Bastila's companion, though it is wild and untamed. Now that this power has begun to manifest itself, can we safely ignore it?
The Jedi training is long and difficult, even when working with a young and open mind. Teaching a child is hard. How much harder will it be for an adult to learn the ways of the Jedi?
I think we have to pass a persuasion check whenever we decide to lie. So, this isn't really a lie. Because I'll follow the ways of the light, but I also want to follow the ways of the darkness so that I can possibly be able to use special abilities without incurring any penalty nor bonus to their costs. We'll try this. Of course, great Jedi. I will learn your ways and follow the light.
Traditionally, the Jedi do not accept adults for training, though there are rare exceptions in the history of our order. But you are a special case.
I agree with Master Dorak. Many of our own pupils are leaving the Jedi Order to follow the Sith teachings. We need recruits to stand against Malak. With Revan dead...
Are you certain Revan is truly dead? What if we undertake to train this one and the Dark Lord should return?
We should discuss this matter more fully in private. Bastila, you and your companion must go. This is a matter for the Council alone.
As you wish, Master Vandar. We shall return to the Ebon Hawk and leave you to your deliberations.
The dark side is strong in this place. I can feel its power. Is this wise? The ancient Jedi sealed this archway. If we pass beyond this door, we can never go back. The Order will surely banish us. Are the secrets of the Star Forge so valuable? Can its power truly be worth the risk?
Morning's getting stranger by the minute. First Bastila comes out looking like she saw a ghost, and now you. Well, Bastila did mention that you should go to the council chambers before she left. It's no doubt urgent, so you shouldn't keep them waiting.
Alright, Karth. Thanks. Did she say anything else?
No, she didn't. She didn't seem well, as I recall, and for that matter, neither do you. Are you alright?
I had a rough night. Let's go.
You got it.
Alright, companions, who are bringing with us here? I guess we'll bring Karth. And Zalbar at the moment. Although, could bring Canderous, see what he says about the Jedi for a little bit. These two aren't going to get along with each other very well. Him being a Mandalorian, and Karth, I think, helping defeat the Mandalorians in the Mandalorian War. Let's go with Karth and Zalbar at this moment. And Zalbar has a level up. Alright, Zalbar, congratulations on your level 8. You get a point to place. I guess we should put that into dexterity. I kind of want it in intelligence so we can take more, you can gain more abilities. I don't think I need the plus... Actually, do we even need the dex on Zalbar? It affects his ability to dodge grenades, but he's using strength for his ability to hit and damage. Let's put it into intelligence. I mean, I should already keep putting it into strength, right? Or constitution. But I really want him to get like plus 1 more skill point. I think that happens if we increase his intelligence to 12. So let's do that. We'll increase his intelligence to 12 at level 12. And then we'll work on either constitution or strength for his final level up for his attributes. As for his skill, he gets 5 points so far. So we'll take awareness, demolitions, treat injury. He doesn't like. We don't really need him to have repair because we have repair. So I guess we'll just grab more awareness and more demolitions then. He's also gained implant level 3. He is a scout after all, just like us.
What?
It is relaxing to come outside and enjoy the fresh air once in a while. It relieves stress.
Oh, I guess the Jedi spend most of their time indoors down here? Maybe the surrounding area is rather hostile. Josiah?
Achuta, wonga kunbis dolpi kikoyana.
I seem to remember him being part of a quest, though I can't remember what it is. I think it's some, like, late-level quest that he's a part of, or we find a note that brings us back to him for some reason.
If you are seeking information, perhaps the Jedi Council will help. I'm afraid I cannot.
Oh, Balaya isn't here. Oh, no, there she is, still walking around. Well, I guess we'll wait to talk to everyone else until after we've seen what the Council has to say. A very scenic area, very relaxing. A bit tranquil, actually, as well. So I guess this is a good place to go if you want to meditate, which I suppose is what the Jedi like doing, because they're not really into the whole partying thing or even using your powers very often.
Bastila has told us of a most unusual development. She claims you and she have shared a dream. A vision of Malak and Revan in the ancient ruins here on Dantooine.
These ruins have long been known to us, but we believe them to be merely burial mounds. Perhaps they're more than we first suspected, if Revan and Malak found something there.
Interesting. How would Bastila know if we shared a dream?
She says she has felt your presence within the dream. The presence she has felt within you ever since...
Master Vandar.
Ever since Taris. It is not unknown for this to happen between two people strong in the Force. Bastila has described this shared dream to the Council in great detail. We feel it is more than a dream. It is a vision. The Force is acting through you, as it acts through Bastila.
Am I having visions now?
You and Bastila share a powerful connection to the Force, and each other. This is not unheard of. Connections often form between master and student, but rarely does a bond develop so quickly.
Whatever dangers may lie ahead, we cannot ignore the destiny that has brought you and Bastila here to us, together.
What are you talking about?
You and she are linked, as is your fate to hers. Together, you two may be able to stop Darth Malak and the Sith.
But do not let your head be filled with visions of glory and power. Such thoughts are the path to the dark side. The way of the light is long and difficult, as you must learn. Are you ready for such hardship?
Well, I'll try my best.
Understand that there is little choice in this matter, for you or us. Across the galaxy, the numbers of our order dwindle. We have sent many Jedi in quest of a way to thwart Malak's advance. Many have not returned. The Sith hunt the Jedi down like animals, ambushing and assassinating our brothers wherever they are found. We fear it is only a matter of time until they discover even this hidden refuge.
Other Jedi have fallen from the light and embraced the dark side, giving their allegiance to the Sith and Malak, their Dark Lord.
Oh, interesting. I was under the impression that Revan and Malak started here, and we had just seen them make a decision to enter those crypts, and then leave the Jedi Council here on Tatooine. But now it sounds like that's not the case. They must have started their training on Coruscant, and then come here, and not found this enclave. Otherwise, why would Revan and Malak allow this place to have existed for as long as it has? Unless the strength of the defenders here really is indeed powerful enough to withstand the force of the Sith. Doesn't seem like very much is able to do so at this moment. How can how can Malak be stopped?
Perhaps our hope lies in the dream you and Bastila shared. The Council has come to the conclusion that you and Bastila must investigate the ancient ruins you dreamed of.
Perhaps there you will find some clue, some explanation of how Revan and Malak were corrupted. And perhaps there you shall find a way to stop them.
If Bastila told you about her dream, it looked like they were already corrupted. I mean, Revan's wearing like this evil-looking mask, and he's got like this dark cloak on. That's probably not standard Jedi attire on Coruscant. I'm just putting that out there. And if it is, for the good guys, I mean, it looks pretty awesome. But the rest of you really don't wear the same awesome-looking, dark, evil-looking outfit. So I'm going to go on a whim that your first clue was when he decided to change his wardrobe. So apparently we can really be lying over and over again if we really want to decide, I suppose, we don't want to work for the light. But I don't think Jun here would have that attitude. We've been a scout, right? We've been exploring some areas of the world that others have not, and we've probably undertaken a few quests or tasks that have been underhanded. However, we also are not really using Jun as that much of an evil person. I was going to leave the guy in the torture device, but that's only because of game mechanics, I say in my defense. Anyway, it doesn't feel right lying about all this stuff. That feels like we have no intention to further the light, and I think we would make the call based on the situation we find ourselves in. If it's obvious that the Jedi are in the wrong, why would we not want to stop them? Maybe not even join this. Maybe we don't have to join the Sith. It doesn't always only have to be two sides to a situation. There could be a third. And yeah, and I don't know if I want to do this. It does sound dangerous. We are a scout, not a soldier. So let's say this. I don't know if I want to do this. It sounds dangerous.
You have a strong affinity with the Force. With such power comes great responsibility and danger. You may wish to deny what you are, but the Council cannot turn a blind eye.
Neither will Darth Malak. Your strength is a threat to him. In time he will learn of you, and the Sith will hunt you down. It is inevitable. Defeating the Sith is the only way to save yourself.
Well, then it seems I have no choice.
Before we send you to investigate the ruins, you must be trained in the ways of the Jedi, so that you can resist the darkness within yourself, within all of us. Otherwise, you are doomed to fail.
Well, I suppose learning Jedi abilities would really help us out exploring the world. Nothing says that we too have to stay on the light side, though we don't necessarily have to go way down the dark side like Revan had done. I suppose we can at least learn some of their ways and then use that knowledge to help us in our scouting duties in the future when we go back to being an explorer. And if indeed they're telling the truth and the Sith will be looking to hunt us down after they discover we have apparently a great amount of power, it would be helpful to be able to meet them on equal terms. As you wish, Master Vandar.
We must begin your training at once. You have a destiny upon you that you must be prepared to face. The entire fate of the galaxy is upon you.
I can only hope you will prove up to the task.
The path you have chosen to walk is difficult. Intensive training will prepare you physically for the demands of the Order. Meditation will teach you to channel the power of the Force. To truly understand the way of the Jedi, you must open your mind to knowledge. Seek wisdom in the teachings of the great masters of our Order. A Jedi is never alone. Others in the Order will always stand by you. You and Bastila share a special bond. Do not be afraid to turn to her when you need help in your training. The way of the Jedi is difficult. It requires great discipline. Yet even though you are a mere apprentice, your potential is unlimited, and your progress amazing. In all my years, I have never seen one who has mastered the initial training so quickly. You have done in weeks what many cannot do in years. I am honored to welcome you fully into the Jedi Order. Soon your apprenticeship will end, and you will be granted the title of Padawan, the lowest rank of those within the Jedi Order. Yet first you must prove yourself worthy.
What must I do to prove myself?
In the traditions and customs of our Order, as handed down from master to pupil for 1,000 generations, you must successfully complete 3 tests before you earn your place among the Jedi.
What kind of tests are these?
These tests will see if you have truly mastered the training you have been given, both mental and physical. Upon completing these tests, you will pass from apprentice to Padawan, and join in the ranks of the Jedi. First, I will test your knowledge of the Jedi Code. These tenets must always guide your actions. In everything you do, you must always be conscious of their wisdom. You must prove you have a Jedi's understanding of the Code. Return when you feel you are ready for this challenge.
Journal entry added. Dark side points gained. Items received. Items lost. I wonder why I gained dark side points. We didn't get any earlier. We lied that one time. Maybe it's because we said we were afraid. Maybe that's a sign that we still have emotions. Jedi Trials. The Jedi Council on Dantooine has decided to train you in the ways of the ancient Jedi Order. After much initial training, your first task will be to learn the precepts of the Jedi Code. This code is the path by which all Jedi should lead their lives. Okay, like a mantra we follow. Alright, let's go ahead and re-equip our prototype Viral Blade. It took it off us for some reason. Actually, I guess we don't need it on us while we're walking in this place. I'll take the risk that we won't be in any combat here, and we'll just unequip all my companions this one time, because this way they don't look like they're ready for combat at all times while walking around the Jedi console. Hello, Garum.
Dumpa ku palia mukapata punana jaku I kung kono bule marachi ko tong nabong siya nunya kabavolpa mulje kunna
Mucho shakapaka yi ki kun no ba muladraki chichon
ki puna kabadumpa ku palia mukapata
China pala mule tong ki ba non tontek Tunni chachon kun ne mule brapast. Kakin cha na kwat na pon kon. Wanakumbes chi pala mulek. Tonki pa nagnonek. Tu mucho shakapaka. Yi ki kun no ba muladraki chichon. Tanga bok sha nagnong. Kin kun shin kin. Nikin kun na bule mule raji kun. Chuni yun ni chichi aldwana. Kava volpa muli kumana.
Mucho shakpakat. Kiye no namapaole rachikun. Achuta. Wonga kun bis dolpi kikoyana. Dong patugas makdelia.
Darn it.
Kipedwana ni bobo.
I want to write that down because that's part of the code. Okay, I'll be right back, everyone. Okay, I finally got my show feedback. What is this? You have moved closer to the dark side of the Force. It doesn't tell me why I did that, though. Oh, interesting. We acquired and then lost a longsword several times. Why was that the case? Alright, well, I guess it gives us something to sell. Oh, we gained like 2 vibroblades. A vibro sword and a vibroblade. Interesting. Oh, I guess for training purposes, in case we didn't actually have a prototype vibroblade in our hand already.
Kipuna! Kavatumpa kurpaliya mokapaata!
Hakuchikopa, Gino Mularak Kampiak, Slimjo Puanwandwana.
Oh, I've never heard that phrase before. It's been a long time. Who are you?
Muchashakapaka, Yi Ki Kun no ba mula draki chichon. Chinapala mula, Tonki ba non tontek. Kakin cha na guat na bon con, wanakumbes, chi pala mulek, tonki pa nagnonek, muchashakapaka, yi ki kun no ba mula draki chichon. Hakuchikopa, Gino mula rakampiak, slimjo puanwandwana.
I was just thinking that she sounds a lot like the Khan, with the knowing oneself is very important, and yet there she goes saying the exact lines that that Khan had basically said. What do you know of the Council?
Tonga boksha nagnong, kin kun shin kin, nikin kun na bule mule raji kun. Hakuchikopa?
What is this KotOR you mentioned?
Kakin cha na guat na bon con, wanakumbes, chi pala mulek, tonki pa nagnonek, Tonga boksha nagnong, kin kun shin kin, nikin kun na bule mule raji kun, kakin cha na guat na bon con, wanakumbes, chi pala mulek, tonki pa nagnonek, bona na kachu, kicha badwang, wanga kum kiba bu mule ra, kakin chak nawagawa bakon, hakuchikopa?
I wish to know about the Jedi Code.
Chinapala mule, tonki ba non tontek, kakin cha na guat na bon con, wanakumbes, chi pala mulek, tonki pa nagnonek, muchashakapaka, tonga boksha nagnong, kin kun shin kin, hakuchikopa?
Nope, thank you very much.
Chinapala mule.
Alright, Karth. Come on, Zalbar. There's a training computer here. Maybe we should take a look at that. Oh, let's go to Karth really quick about what he thinks about the planet. Hey, Karth?
Yes, what's on your mind?
Do you know anything about this place?
Dantooine's a boring place. It's all plains and herders and small settlements. Perfect for the Jedi to lose themselves in, I guess. Well, that's all I can think of, at any rate.
Oh, so I guess you're more of a party guy, as opposed to take a walk around the countryside.
You got it.
Maybe he just likes the city more. Zalbar will have nothing new to tell us about himself or about the places we are in at the moment. Accessing information database. Data link confirmed. Beginning training orientation. Welcome, Sentient. It is important for the peace and harmony of all beings that many paths of the Jedi Order be understood. Only through knowledge can all see the truth of the Force. The Jedi Guardians train for battle and physical prowess. In contrast, Jedi Counselors seek to master the awesome power of the Force. Jedi Sentinels seek to find a balance between these two extremes. Tell me more about the Jedi Sentinel. Jedi Sentinels ferret out deceit and injustice, bringing them to light, to strike a balance between the physical and mental disciplines of the Jedi Order. Basic class attributes: 8 vitality per level, 6 force points per level, average skill progression, slow feat progression. Jedi Sentinels gain the Jedi immunity feat automatically. This makes them immune to fear. I think as they level up, they gain other immunities as well. Show me a statistical comparison of all of them. So Guardians have the least amount of force points, but most vitality. Counselors have the opposite. And Sentinels have a more balanced distribution. I think this is because later on, we will be choosing, indeed, which of those we wish to become. So, We could go and talk to the council immediately, I suppose, about the ways of the Force to learn more of what the phrases are we need to understand about the code. Let's look at Bastila. So I got the impression that we've been here for like maybe a week or two? 2 weeks? 3 weeks maybe? So far.
If you have questions, you should direct them toward the Jedi Council members.
Alright then, we will do that.
Greetings, young apprentice. Have you come seeking knowledge of the past? Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it, or so they say. As a chronicler of the Academy here on Dantooine, I feel it is my duty to share the history of our order with the newly initiated. Unfortunately, our recent history is one of tragedy and bloodshed. The Mandalorian Wars, the fall of Revan and Malak, the rise of the Sith. There are important lessons to be learned from these events, if we do not wish to repeat the mistakes of our past.
Very well. Tell me the history of the Jedi.
Of course, I could not tell you the entire history of our order. The Jedi have existed for thousands upon thousands of years. We are as old as the Republic itself. Instead, I will begin 40 years ago with the War of Exar Kun. Like Malak and Revan, Exar Kun was a Jedi who fell to the dark side and led an army against the Jedi and the Republic. Exar Kun was defeated, but the war left both the Republic and our own order severely weakened. For 20 years we struggled to rebuild, trying to erase the scars of the terrible conflict.
What about the Mandalorian Wars?
20 years ago, the Mandalorians, aware that the Republic was in a weakened state, began conquering small worlds on the Outer Rim. They were careful to choose only planets outside the Republic's jurisdiction. After much debate, the Senate chose not to intervene. As long as the Mandalorians avoided planets that were members of the Republic itself, there would be no retaliation.
Sounds like a big mistake.
Well, you can hardly blame the Republic. The memory of war was fresh in everyone's mind. Nobody was eager to relive the horrors in a campaign against the Mandalorians. But in the end, it was unavoidable. The Mandalorians stockpiled resources from their conquered worlds, preparing for a massive assault. 7 years ago, they launched a simultaneous attack in 3 separate sectors of Republic space. The Senate had no choice but to retaliate with the entire Republic fleet. The Mandalorian Wars had begun.
Did the Jedi join in? Malak and Revan probably weren't even on the scene at this point.
The Republic petitioned the Jedi Council for aid, but there were many factors to consider before we allowed ourselves to be drawn into another conflict, so soon after the war with Exar Kun. While the Jedi Council preached patience, there were many among our order who were eager for us to join the battle. 2 young knights in particular demanded immediate action, Revan and Malak. They rallied many of the Jedi to their cause, and against the wishes of their masters, joined the Republic fleet battling the Mandalorians. Revan was a brilliant military leader, and the Republic fleet began to win victory after victory. 4 years ago, the Mandalorians surrendered unconditionally.
3 years, not bad. So Revan did the right thing.
No one is denying that Revan was one of the keys to defeating the Mandalorians. But something happened out there on the Outer Rim. Instead of returning after the war's end, the ships under Revan's command went deep into unexplored space. They claimed to be searching for the last remnants of the Mandalorian fleet. All contact was lost. For many months, it was assumed some great disaster had befallen the entire fleet. Everyone thought they were dead. There were unsubstantiated rumors of Revan and Malak being seen on a number of different planets during these months. Scattered sightings that were never confirmed.
What happened next?
3 years ago, Revan and Malak returned at the head of a massive invasion fleet. Revan had assumed the title of Sith Lord. The hero had become a conqueror.
Maybe Revan felt like the Jedi Order was indeed letting everyone down. And when he was out there, he witnessed some pretty horrors of the horrors of battle, and decided that, thanks to his intervention, many lives were saved, and the Jedi Order would have let these people die. The Jedi Order is useless. Let's go ahead and dismantle it and train these people himself. Can't say maybe I disagree with that if the Jedi Order is willing to let... But then again, the Jedi Order also teaches that you should not give in to your emotions. And if they were weakened after the other war, maybe they didn't feel like they could support the effort. But again, it sounds like Revan, at least, if they just sent Revan, maybe his military and strategic decisions could have helped influence the battles. If not defeating the Mandalorians in 3 years, taking a little bit longer without other Jedi assisting them, then still, it would have been some assistance. Better than none. Where did Revan get the ships for the Sith fleet?
Some of the ships in the Sith fleet are those that were under Revan's command during the Mandalorian Wars. But many more are of an alien design we've never seen before. The source of this massive fleet is one of the many things about the Sith we cannot explain. It seems impossible to have created it in such a short time, yet we cannot deny its existence. The source of the Sith soldiers is unfortunately much easier to understand. Initially, the bulk of the force were former Republic soldiers who had served under Revan. With each conquest, thousands more flocked to join the invaders, swelling their numbers. Even many of our own order have betrayed us, lured by Sith promises of riches and power.
Sounds like propaganda to me, Dorok. Maybe you just don't like that the Sith had better propaganda, I suppose. Or maybe, again, I'm not quite sure what Revan and Malak were trying to discuss. But however, if I stop to think about it, from what we've seen of Malak, it doesn't look like they're actually doing anything that's actually good, right? The Sith in this universe, or at least in this game, seem to be indeed dog-kicking evildoers. Like, over-the-top evil for evil's sake. So what happened next?
For 2 years, the Sith were all but invincible. Fortunately, Bastila and her battle meditation allowed the Republic to win a few key victories and kept the Sith from total triumph. In desperation, we set a trap for the Dark Lord. Bastila was with the strike team that tried to capture Revan, as you probably know. She was there at Revan's end. That was nearly a year ago, but things have not improved. Malak has stepped in and assumed the mantle of Dark Lord for himself, though he's far from Revan's equal in strategy or tactics. Still, his fleet continues to grow in both ships and soldiers. If we do not find some way to stop the Sith soon, Malak will overwhelm us with sheer numbers.
Gotcha. So, not a tactical genius, but it doesn't matter at this point. The Sith have too much power. What can I learn from Revan's history?
Revan's tale shows us how even the greatest of Jedi can fall to the dark side. You must always be on guard against the evil that dwells within you. Think hard upon this lesson.
Where are the Academy's archives?
This facility is a training academy. The archives here are restricted to those who have attained the rank of Master. We must protect overeager Padawans from being exposed to dangerous knowledge. The pursuit of knowledge is a noble goal, but there are some things that require the wisdom of a master to truly understand. You should ponder the history of Revan. It contains many lessons you may need if we hope to defeat Malak and the Sith.
Sounds like you're saying only those who are indoctrinated into the way the Jedi think are allowed to read the other texts, because they won't question them or criticize them, Doric. Wow, my attitude towards this game and this part in particular has changed, I think, since I had played it 10 years ago. I'm now much more skeptical on the Jedi being the good guys. Maybe they're not after all. Well, thank you, Master Dorok. I'll be going now.
May the Force be with you.
Let's think. I need to check how long I've been playing, everyone. Give me a few seconds. Okay, about 40 minutes. We can keep talking to the rest of the Jedi Council if nothing else. Master Vandamar.
Good evening,
Vandar.
apprentice. I trust your training goes well.
My training is progressing quite well.
I have faith that you will achieve the rank of Padawan soon. Master Jar is most impressed with your progress. May the Force be with you, apprentice.
Master Lamar?
I see you insist on wandering the halls of our enclave when you should be busy studying your lessons.
Yes, I need to talk with other people to learn the code. Speaking of which, I seek knowledge of the Jedi Code.
You do not know the Jedi Code? Without knowledge of those doctrines, all your training will be for naught. All Jedi must know the Code. Its tenets are the fundamental teachings of our order. There is no emotion. There's peace. There's no ignorance. There's knowledge. There is no passion. There is serenity. There is no chaos. There is harmony. There is no death. There is the Force. Learn these truths, apprentice, or we shall all regret the decision to accept you into the Order.
Okay. Let me write all that down. I'll be right back again. Okay. Thank you, Master Lamar.
Good evening, apprentice.
I'd like to ask you some more questions.
A Jedi must ever be seeking knowledge. What is it you wish to know?
You should tell that to Master Dorak, who says that we can't get knowledge from the Jedi Order unless we are a master already. So, is there anything you can tell me about Revan and Malak?
I knew Revan as a promising young pupil. Revan was strong in the Force, but also headstrong and proud. Such traits are not unusual in a Padawan. Perhaps that was why I did not see the true extent of the danger. Many of the young Jedi admired Revan, including Malak. When Revan set off to challenge the Mandalorians, Malak was the first to join the cause. And when Revan fell to the dark side, it was inevitable Malak would fall as well.
So, are you saying Revan was responsible for Malak's fall?
Revan was always the leader, the more powerful of the pair. When Revan fell, we had hoped the Sith threat was ended. But Malak quickly assumed Revan's role, and has embraced the dark side power as fully as his old master ever did. Now, Malak leads the Sith armada against the Republic. Hate and vengeance for his master's death draw Malak ever further down the path of the dark side, fueling his powers until they surpass those of his old master. Only you and Bastila together can stop Malak now. The way ahead will be difficult for young Bastila, and for you. But you must draw strength from each other. May the Force be with you. Is there anything else you would like to know?
That dream we had of Bastila confronting Revan on what I guess was one of his ships, I don't know if I agree that Malak has hatred and vengeance for Revan's death, because it looked like, if I remember, wasn't that the dreadnought that we've seen Malak in charge of? It looked like that fired upon the ship Revan was on. I think he's doing quite well, or might be actually quite happy that Revan was defeated. I seek knowledge of the Jedi Code.
All Jedi must know the Code. Its tenets are the fundamental teachings of our order. Think and meditate on these truths, apprentice. There is no emotion. There is peace. There is no ignorance. There is knowledge. There is no passion. There is serenity. There is no chaos. There is harmony. There is no death. There is the Force. I have faith that you will achieve the rank of Padawan soon. Master Jar is most impressed with your progress.
Sounds very idealistic and not very realistic, their code of honor. Most of those things that they say there is none of, there totally is a lot of. I don't know. This seems like they're putting their heads in the sand, if I'm being quite honest. Master Zar?
Greetings, my young pupil. Your progress has been most remarkable so far. Are you here to continue your training in the ways of the Jedi?
I want to ask some questions, Master Zar, about Revan and Malak.
Few mention those names around here anymore, but I suppose it is just as dangerous to deny they were ever part of the Order. When I was still on Coruscant, Revan and Malak often came to me for additional training. In particular, Revan's hunger to learn seemed insatiable. I should have recognized this as a warning sign. But I perceived the young Padawan's lust for knowledge as simple exuberance and eagerness. Revan was my most promising pupil, one I felt sure would someday become a champion of the Jedi Order.
What happened?
The Jedi Order moved too slowly for Revan and Malak. We were too cautious in their eyes. They always sought to learn far quicker than their masters felt was prudent. It is one thing to understand a lesson, but to truly comprehend it takes a wisdom that only comes with time. Several years ago, when the Mandalorian threat first arose, Revan and Malak were eager to journey to the Outer Rim to defeat the enemy of the Republic. But the Council felt it best if we moved with care and caution. The true threat, the Council feared, had not yet revealed itself. But Revan would not be dissuaded. Charismatic and powerful, it was inevitable many of the Order would flock to Revan's seemingly noble cause. Malak was the first to join his closest friend. Others soon followed, many of our youngest and brightest, intent on saving the galaxy from the Mandalorian threat.
I can actually kind of understand this from a different perspective. The sheer desire to see various technological improvements could be dangerous if all other aspects of humanity is left behind. So I suppose there could be some benefit in being cautious rather than trying to solve all the problems immediately. Yeah. I guess I have a point here. So they disobeyed the Jedi. We have to either say we really agree with the Council, we have to say we agree with Revan. I wish there was a more neutral way to say this. We'll just go with they disobeyed the Jedi Council, !
They were foolish to disregard the Council's wishes. I do not know what happened to Revan, Malak, and their followers on the farthest reaches of the Outer Rim, but something corrupted them. Their ideals became twisted, their spirits were tainted, and they fell to the dark side. There is a lesson in this, a lesson you would do well to take to heart. The dark side can corrupt even the most noble of Jedi.
The way they phrase it makes me sound like anyone that disagrees with them, they view as being corrupted, like heresy. I don't know if I agree with this. I will heed the lesson, Master Zar.
You have learned much, yet there is much more for you to still understand. When you feel that you are ready to continue your training, know that you can find me here.
I'd like to walk around and see if we can get any other little events that occur that teach us how the Jedi's code is applied. Like we see them saying the code in response to something that is going on. So let's see if anything like that actually happens. Probably not. Maybe we could probably just tell Master Zar we're ready because we did get the information we needed from Lamar and Vandar. We've been here already. I wasn't paying attention to the mini-map. Alright, let's go up this way. I'll have a lot more thoughts to talk about in the next video or the one after that when we're on the surface of Dantooine doing some exploring. This one I'm going to keep more thoughtful rather than more jokingly talking about stuff. We will now go and talk to some other Jedi. I think there's a shop around the corner from here.
I cannot render assistance, citizen. Move along.
Oh, but I don't think we're allowed in any of these doors. Alright. Maybe actually we'll just go back and talk to Zar after all. I seem to remember opening one of those doors and you walk into someone's room and they're very unappreciative of your interruption. So much I think they threatened to go to the Council to bring up such. But I suppose that could give us a chance to get some dark side points.
Greetings, apprentice. Though I understand you shall not have that lowly title much longer. Master Jar tells me that your progress has been remarkable. Soon he feels you will attain the rank of Padawan. Then you will truly be a full-fledged Jedi. How are you enjoying your training?
It's difficult, but worthwhile.
With power comes responsibility. And only by learning discipline and sacrifice can we truly learn to master our potential. I wish you luck in your training, apprentice.
Thank you, Belaya. Alright, so... For some reason, it sounds like a demon name. Oh, I'm thinking of Belial, I think, is the name of it. Belaya sounds very similar. I might have called her Belial by accident, actually. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Alright, I think we do go back. Let's talk to Disra very quickly, and if he doesn't tell us anything about the Jedi Code or something of the sort, we'll just go back to Zar, and we'll answer his questions.
Achuta, wonga kun bis dolbi kikoyana, dong patugas makdelia.
I'm still learning the Jedi Code.
Ronda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Ta kum just tak miki muchashak pakhat.
Okay, so he doesn't really say anything new. He just repeats the Jedi Code, which we've heard before. He said it was deeper than it lets on. I don't know about that. Let's head back to Master Zar. Oh, I'm jogging. I shouldn't do that. Well, I guess nothing stops me from doing it. My desire to go faster is an emotion, and thus is a sign of the dark side. True light side people walk everywhere. Oh no! But I need to be dark, and sometimes. Maybe we'll run more often. Speaking of dark, we are, looks like dead center for our alignment. I like that very much. Oh, we don't want to talk with these guys. And girl, we want to talk with Zar. Zar, sorry about this, we're back.
Greetings.
I'm ready to continue my training.
Soon your apprenticeship will end, and you will be granted the title of Padawan, the lowest rank of those within the Jedi Order. Yet first you must prove yourself worthy in the traditions and customs of our order, as handed down from master to pupil for 1,000 generations. You must successfully complete 3 tests before you earn your place among the Jedi.
I am ready for the tests, Master Zar.
These tests will see if you have truly mastered. First, I will test your knowledge of the Jedi Code. You must now prove you have a Jedi's understanding of the Code by completing these fundamental precepts of our order. There is no emotion.
There is peace.
There is no ignorance.
There is knowledge.
There is no passion.
There is serenity.
There is no chaos.
There is harmony.
There is no death.
There is the Force.
You have learned your studies well, apprentice. It will not be long before you are a full member of our order. But first, you must pass the second test and learn about the most prized possession of a Jedi. The very symbol of our order, the lightsaber. The lightsaber is the traditional weapon of our order. It is a symbol of a Jedi's skill, dedication, and authority. And each lightsaber is as individual as the Jedi who wields it. The blade is made of pure energy, focused by polished crystals in the hilt. As the second test, each Jedi must construct his lightsaber with his own hands. And now it is your time. Speak with Master Dorak, and he will guide you through the choosing of a crystal.
We have leveled, but we will wait to level ourselves, because I think we level as a scout if I hit this button. We do, yes. And so we're very close to leveling as a Jedi, because I think we will get our class changed. And I will probably pick the Sentinel again, like I had done the first time. I know it's not the best class, and so, or at least the internet has declared the Jedi Sentinel as the worst class because you're not very good at using force powers, you're not very good at fighting in melee, so if you're not going to be good at either of those things, you are not very good, period. But I think it'd be thematic for us to choose that. It sounds like they like rooting out problems, and as a scout, someone who likes exploring, that might give us the excuse to go to faraway places. Granted, being a guardian, we would go to places maybe to fight. But I think we'll choose a sentinel after all. Let's ask about these crystals.
Ah, you have come, young apprentice, at Master Zar's bidding. The time has come for you to choose the color of your lightsaber. This color also reflects your demeanor and position within the Order.
I would like a teal color, something a little darker, and with red highlights, please. What colors are there?
Blue is the color of the Jedi Guardian. This Jedi battles against the forces of evil and the dark side. They focus more on combat training and use of the lightsaber. Yellow is the color of the Jedi Sentinel. This Jedi ferrets out deceit and injustice, bringing it to light. They focus less on combat and more on other skills and abilities. Green is the color of the Jedi Consular. This Jedi seeks to bring balance to the universe. They mediate between other groups, using their powers to end conflict and preserve peace.
Oh, the counselor sounds actually rather interesting. As I look over at my character build, in which I have Sentinel written down there. Do I want to be a different class than what I thought I wanted to be? Let me spend some time thinking about this, everyone. I'll be right back. Alright, everyone. I've been agonizing about this. I've scoured the internet for some quick advice, and in the end, I think I will stick with my original decision, and we will say we want to be a Jedi Sentinel. Let's go ahead and see if Master Dorak agrees.
Indeed. We shall see. I will now ask you questions, and your responses will indicate which class you lean most towards. A woman and her small child are beset by a desperate-looking group of thugs. They're menacing her with weapons, and she screams to you for help. What do you do?
Help them flee. Actually, no, we'll attack the thugs.
Indeed. Very well. On to the next question. You are in combat with a dark Jedi allied with the Sith. There is a pause in the combat. What do you do?
Try to see a weakness in his technique.
Yes, I suspected as much. Now for the next question. There is a locked door, and your goal lies on the other side. What do you do?
Pick the lock.
I am beginning to see a pattern here, apprentice. I have a feeling about what you would be best at. But first, the final question. You are the head of an enclave on a contested world. The Dark Jedi have infiltrated and are causing unrest across the planet. What do you do?
Coordinate with the planetary government to identify the infiltrators.
Yes, I thought as much. As I suspected, you would be most suitable as a Jedi Sentinel. Which color and path do you believe yourself most suited to, apprentice?
Yellow, the path of the Jedi Sentinel.
Here is a yellow crystal for your lightsaber. Go speak to Master Jar again, and he will instruct you in how to construct it.
Journal entry added, items received, and we are forced to level up as the class that we had just selected. You can select a different class if you don't agree with Master Dorak, just as a heads up. And as for the answers to those questions, the thievy miscellaneous answers are Sentinel. The just constantly attack and do the dumb thing, which is to say, like, the most brute force or blunt action is the Guardian, and the Jedi Council is the most hands-offish, as it were. Alright, well anyway, let's go ahead and pick our skills. You'll note that now we are only gaining 3 points, not 4. We've actually lost a point when we level up now as a Sentinel compared to the old Scout class. We'll put one. Oh, but however, we've gained Persuade is now a in-class skill. In fact, I think our Security and Stealth are still cross classes, but now everything else is now in-class. I don't know why I said it that way. We gained Persuade as in-class skill. It's now just 1 point to take this up a rank. We get a new feat. So we've earned weapon proficiency, lightsaber, Jedi defense, force immunity, fear, Jedi sense, and force sensitive. Let's see what all these new feats do for us. Force sensitive, only ability granted to, not only ability, it's an ability that our main character has only. I don't think anyone else will gain this. Jedi training affects each Padawan uniquely, allowing them to grow in ability while addressing personal flaws. On rare occasions, however, exceptional individuals open doors to strengths they didn't know they had. This feat represents a heightened connection to the Force, previously unseen in a newly trained Jedi. This feat grants 40 additional Force points to the character's base total, so I think we have 48 now at rank 9. So we could take dueling up to master rank. Characters that have mastered the use of single-handed, one-handed weapons gain a +3 to attack and +3 to defense. This applies to both ranged and melee weapons. Let's see what else we would have available to us. We could take improved toughness to reduce the damage we take by 2 from all sources. We've gained Jedi defense. This feat allows a character with an equipped lightsaber to deflect blaster bolts at any time. When a character is fired upon, an opposed roll is made against the attack. If the result is greater than the attack roll, the blaster bolt is deflected. If the attack is beaten by 10 or more, the bolt is deflected back at the enemy. Jedi classes receive this feat at first level. We gain Force Immunity Fear. The Jedi possesses an inner calm that cannot be shaken by mere threats to mind or body. The Force grants Understanding, which is a shield that fear cannot breach. This feat is always active. I think the Sentinel will automatically also gain Force Immunity Stun, and I also think Force Immunity Paralysis, these come automatically to us, similar to the implant feats and how they worked. We have Jedi Sense. The Jedi develops a connection to the Force that allows them to better sense incoming attacks. This feat grants +2 defense and is always active. And we also have gained Weapon Proficiency Lightsaber. This feat gives each character basic training in the use of lightsaber weapon types. And we could take it up a rank, taking another +1 bonus with it. And that looks like that's all the feats that are newly accessible to us. So I think we either take Master Flurry to gain an extra attack, and now instead of a -2 to our attack and defense while making these attacks, we only suffer -1. In fact, that would be countered by our dueling bonus. So I would like to actually finish up the Master Flurry. Let's go ahead and take that up a rank. We get 2 powers as a starting Jedi. And I think we'll grab Throw Lightsaber to start. We can still wear our armor while using this as well. Throw Lightsaber allows a character to attack a target at range by throwing a lightsaber, guiding it with the Force. The target must be at least 5 meters away. This attack always hits. Damage is 1 through 6 for every 2 levels of the attacking character. Note, once a lightsaber is thrown, it will automatically return to the Jedi's hand at the end of the round. We could actually take it up another rank to advance Throw Lightsaber. So it would, I think it bounces. Yep, this power allows the character to attack up to 3 separate targets with a single lightsaber throw. I think we'll hold off on that though. So right now we're wearing armor. I have not made up my mind quite yet if I want to go and wear just robes or continue to wear armor. So at the moment, let's pick a power that does not require me to wear just Jedi robes. So I'm thinking we can take either Stun Droid to immobilize a robot for several seconds, or maybe Force Push. I think Force Push would make sense thematically for us to take. Although, actually, what's my build say? Let's see, what did I say I was taking here? What did I write down? Oh, did I not write down Force powers? I did not. Okay, well, crap. So if we go down the route of Force Push, we'll be unlocking Force Whirlwind and Force Wave. A Force Whirlwind is a very nice way to keep someone incapacitated for a little while. I think Force Push would make sense thematically for a character to own, since we are just a new Jedi, and both of these are kind of introductions to other force power. I mean, it's not really, but I'll pretend they are. Let's go ahead and grab force push. And we'll accept this. Now, we've leveled up again, which is amazing, and looks like our companions have also leveled up. But I'm going to stop the recording here so I can make some changes to my build, so I can figure out what I'm actually going to be doing. And when we come back in the next episode, we'll go ahead and level ourselves up, and probably all of our companions as well, or all the ones I have access to. So I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching this, and take care, everyone.